you've had your evening meal yet. If not, you are going to start to feel really, really hungry when you watch the next show, because this is all about real pies for real pie lovers with the Real Pie Company. Artisan-made pies by actually quite a small company. We've got Brett and Christine here. I love it when you just come in and just saying how happy we are. All of the presenters love getting this show. Well, like, you're giving new aprons.
Yeah,
very nice. I do. They may even make me even more hungry. Tell us a bit, Christine, about the Real Pie Company.
We're a small bakery based in Crawley in Sussex, and we are very well known for making our hand raised pies. So they are all full of really good quality ingredients, and we make everything by hand using British ingredients.
And Brett, you're one of the people who actually does get stuck in and makes the pies. And one of your sort of catchphrases, as it were, is cram to the crust.
Cram to the crust. You won't see the air in between the pastry and the filling with our pies. They're literally crammed to the crust with the finest ingredients, all British. And again, there's only 6 of us that actually make these pies.
So you really are having artisan-made pies. Now let me show you. We're going to actually take a quick look through the whole show, because things tend to go quite quickly when these guys are in the building. So we want to make sure you know what's coming up so you can make your decisions quite early. So now, do you know what? We're talking about pork pies. We've got so many different pies in the show for you. 803449 is this first item, and this is 2 1-kilo traditional pork family-sized pies for £32.50. So premium meat, crammed to the crust, as you can see. The only slight disadvantage, but it's not really, because these are sort of intended for Christmas, is that these are on advanced orders. We'll send them out to you week commencing the 15th of December. But look at the size of these. Imagine these on your table on Boxing. Don't they look amazing? On your table on Boxing Day or for Christmas evening.
It's a great buffet.
Yeah, great buffet. Maybe you're sick of the turkey, you want something a little bit different. So week commencing 15th of December, but that means also you pay no money until that week. So you can reserve these now, and coming up to Christmas, these might be pretty hard to get hold of actually, so a great opportunity to actually get those ordered now, but pay nothing until that week in December. Now, we're not only talking about savoury pies, of course, because the Real Pie Company also does dessert pies. 10 individual fruit pies, 10 of them for £19.50. You get 2 each of 5 different varieties. So we have apple and apricot, peach, apple and blueberry, rum and raisin, and cherry. We've only got 150 to go around. So this is why we're showing you everything in the show early, because you might want to get your orders in for those very, very quickly. So 10 of them for £19.50. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to try those. If you love a sausage roll, we've got those as well. And this is 12 180-gram summer-inspired sausage rolls for £23. You get 4 each of 3 varieties here. So we've got 4 pork, leek and sage, 4 pork and sweet chilli, and 4 tomato and basil. We've also got an auto delivery option for you on that. If you do want to go for auto delivery, go for 803286, and that means you'll get 3 further deliveries at 60-day intervals for the same price. And there's a little treat on that one.
There is.
There is. On the final delivery,
you get an extra 1 each of the 3 flavours, an extra 3 sausage rolls.
Extra 3 on the final delivery. That's a little present from Brett. That's very kind of you.
With love.
Yeah, with love. With lots of love from Brett. So that's worth going for the auto delivery, because you're going to get 3 free sausage rolls. Now we also have a little surprise in the show, because there is no P&P to pay on these. 12-piece assorted customer favourite pies for £38.64. That's all you pay, no P&P. Handmade, stuffed to the crust, remember. So in here you've got 2 steak and Guinness. Oh, yum. 2 steak and mushroom, 2 chicken and ham, 2 chicken and mushroom, 2 cheese and potato, and 2 vegetable as well for the vegetarians. So all of that for £38.64 and no P&P to pay, which is just fantastic. Then we have a best of British collection. I think these are kind of modern British though, aren't they? These are sort of British with a little modern twist.
With a little bit of a twist.
Yeah, not 100% traditional, but very British. So let's take a look at these. 803290. And they're just gorgeous flavours. You get 2 steak and merlot pies, 2 chicken and asparagus, and 2 pork and sweet chilli sausage rolls. So that's a really interesting collection as well. It's a good way to try the range actually. It is a tasting pack. You're trying the sausage rolls and the pies in there. All of that for £19, 803290. Then Oh my goodness, it's just like being in heaven. I just love this. It's just surrounded by food.
I can't wait to get tucked in.
I know, I can't. They're starving. They haven't had time to eat. I deliberately didn't have any dinner, so I could eat my way through the show as usual. 803287 is what we're talking about next. The 6-piece family summer sharing collection for just $22.86. In here we have, that must be chicken and asparagus, is it? I'm guessing, yeah. So there's a chicken and asparagus family pie, a pork, bacon and parsley family pie, 2 pork and pickle sausage rolls, pork and pickle, and 2 pork and apricot sausage rolls as well. That's an amazing collection for just $22.86, isn't it? Look how much asparagus and chicken there is in that. You can that's a really good shot because you can see, we're not talking tiny little specks of asparagus and a few bits of chicken and a big load of air. That's
absolutely
a proper pie.
Proper pie.
Proper pie.
A real
proper
pie.
Job. Proper job. So that's that. And we're showing something else. Oh, we are, yeah, pasties. Now, you can't do a pie show without a pasty. And this is 8 traditional Sussex pasties, basically. So gorgeous, tender chunks of meat, handcrafted pasties. They just taste as good as they look.
Award-winning.
Award-winning.
Great Taste Award.
Oh, well, there you go. Thank you for that. £17.64. We've got fewer than 150 of those to go around. And as with the sausage rolls that we showed you earlier, there's also an auto-delivery option on those if you want to go for that 802855. And that means, again, you get 3 more deliveries at 60-day intervals. Is there a treat in that one?
There is a little treat.
Oh, secrets. What are you going to tell us?
On the 3rd drop, you get 2 free pasties for the same price as what you pay today.
You're very generous. Very generous, boy. Right, and then, finally, and this is at the end of the show, we have got, oh no it's not, we've got more to show you. We've got 6 assorted chicken and steak pies for £21. So this is 2 each of 3 different varieties, 2 steak and Stilton, 2 steak and Guinness, and 2 chicken and ham. Look how much meat. Have you ever seen a pie with that much meat in it? It's not swimming in watery gravy. It's not got big gaps in it. It is packed, crammed to the crust with that wonderful British meat, and that's the joy of these pies. That's why they sell out so quickly every time we have them. And finally, this is really the final thing I'm going to show you before we start going back to the beginning and looking at everything in detail. We have got this. This is 8 different chicken pies. So this is an incredible collection for £26.64. You've got 2 each of 4 different varieties. So you've got chicken and white wine tarragon, chicken and ham, chicken and leek, and chicken and mushroom. 2 each of all of those, and we've got fewer than 100 of those. Now I know we already have busy lines out there. This show is incredibly busy always. So when you see something you like, you've probably already decided, oh, I want that, that, and that. Don't wait till we get to it because you might be disappointed. Are we stopping here?
No, we're
carrying on.
Sorry.
We're going to bring this lovely, great big Christmas pie over.
Now, okay.
Warm.
This is one thing we didn't show. 2.5 kilos in total of Christmas and Boxing Day family pies. 803448. Now, obviously, because we're talking Christmas, again, this is advanced orders. You get the week commencing the 15th of December, so perfectly in time for Christmas. Pay no money until until that order's sent out to you, of course. So you're reserving it now. So what have we got? We've got a 1.5 kilo turkey, ham hock, and stuffing.
It's an amazing pie.
Oh my goodness!
Because you've got all your Christmas flavours in there. They're all in this beautiful pastry, and in the middle you've got this lovely sage onion stuffing.
Oh my goodness.
And beautiful turkey breast and lovely pieces of gammon ham in there as well. So it's a warm pie. You heat it up and it's got some gravy in it as well.
Shall I cut into it?
Oh, please do.
So this one's just out of the oven.
You get that, and you get a huge family pork pie as well. So
you
really
could have this hot or cold.
Oh.
It could be your Boxing Day buffet, it could be your Christmas Eve meal, or it could be your Christmas Day, because what you don't want to do is perhaps have all the family round and spend all your time in the kitchen and not with them. Have the pie, and you've got all your Christmas flavours in there. You could have your roast potatoes and your parsnips and your gravy. But it's absolutely stunning.
If you're a terrible cook like me, this is just a great way of cheating your Christmas
It's so
lunch
full,
or your
it's falling
evening.
apart.
I know, there's so much in it, you can barely get it on. Now listen, already we have 1 minute queues on the phones. Remember, lots of different ways to order. The website, qvcuk.com, tap your app. If you have a smartphone or a tablet, lots of different ways to order. We're going to be busy on the phones. Now, I'm going to taste it in a minute, but I have to just do my job for 1 quick second before we look closely at this. How do these arrive at people's houses? Because I know people are going to be wondering, OK, I've never bought food from the telly before.
It's a strange concept,
isn't it?
It is a
strange concept.
So we deliver everything fresh in chilled boxes with special ice packs that keeps a fridge temperature in the box for 48 hours.
Right.
But everything leaves our kitchens and arrives within 24. So if you're not at home, they'll leave it safe or leave it with a neighbour, so you've got it there ready for you to freeze or to tuck in straight away.
So you're not making these tomorrow and then shoving them in a freezer or something until December, and then you never
fresh.
It's fresh.
We don't ever freeze any of the pies. We let you do that when you get them home.
Yeah.
So these pies, when they arrive, they'll be individually wrapped. There'll be all the ingredients will be on there, and all the heating times, all the instructions what to do with it. And you can freeze it and bring it out of the freezer later on, or you can have it warm through and eat it straight away, or even cold.
You'll want to eat it straight away. Look at this. Right, let's talk through this, because this is the turkey ham hock and stuffing. You can see huge amounts of everything in there. We're not skimping on anything in this pie. It's incredible.
in this stuffing, it is handmade sage and onion stuffing with sausage meat in there as well. So it's a meaty stuffing, and then you've got this beautiful ham, gammon ham that we've cooked and put in there, and then enormous pieces of turkey breast. That is just only the breast that's actually in here.
That is just a taste of Christmas.
That's lovely, isn't it?
Turkey, stuffing and ham. I'm tasting Christmas. I'm seeing snow on the ground and Santa Claus coming down the chimney. I mean, that's what I'm feeling like. And
these pieces of turkey breast, you will have to cut them because they are great big moist chunks. But oh my goodness, do we have to move on?
Yeah, I know. Let's just stay
heavenly.
We're all just eating. It's fine.
It's so good, honestly.
And the stuffing.
And how many would that? I mean, it depends how greedy you are, I suppose. But that's a big pie as well.
About 8 to 10.
Yeah, I'd say 8 to 10
easily.
people. That is a big pie. So if you're having relatives to come round, our producer Chloe says in her house it would serve 4. That's because you're really, really greedy.
I know, she's a pie girl, isn't she?
She is a pie girl. Well, that's a really big pie. And you're also getting the pork pie as well.
Yeah.
With it.
So the pork pie is 1 kilo,
Yeah.
and the turkey ham and stuffing is 1.5 kilos. So those are 2 large pies that you can put out for your buffets. You can serve on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, or as I say, any time over the Christmas period. But they are just amazing. And the pastry is so thin on this pie, it really just melts away when you
it's a melt in the mouth. It's a melt in the mouth pastry.
So it's just a short crust all the way through, top and bottom.
It's absolutely delightful. So you're getting that enormous pie, the turkey ham hock and stuffing, which really tastes like Christmas. If you didn't want to cook a turkey, maybe you live on your own, or you just don't need a great big turkey. There's only a couple of you. That's an amazing alternative for Christmas. I'd be so happy with that for Christmas.
Absolutely, just slice it up.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong.
You can't. Can you talk for a minute while I eat?
And the pork pie that goes with it is lovely. We'll come on to that anyway, but it's got 2 types of pork meat in it. So it's got leg and shoulder in it. And you need those 2 types to give it the actual really good quality flavour.
And it is all British. As I say, there's only a team of 6 of us that will be making these pies, so that's why they're on advance order. We're only making them for Christmas, no other time, and it's exclusive to QVC.
It's an amazing offer, it really is. And the fact that you're not paying any money until that week of the 15th of December as well is absolutely fantastic. You're reserving your order now. I mean, that's a perfect... Even if you have a traditional Christmas lunch, you want to cook a turkey, you get a bit sick of it after a couple of days. It's nice to mix it up a bit. Have this maybe for your evening buffet. Have it on Boxing Day.
You could even freeze it and bring it out on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
You really don't want to do an awful lot, but it's still the taste of Christmas. But you could just have it in the freezer, take it out, let it defrost in the fridge, and then just put it back through the oven and let it warm through again.
But that was my household. It wouldn't last till
No, I was going to say mine
I'm having this on Christmas Day, I must say. There's no way I'm going to be having a tough turkey and
I'd be
trying to
totally
stuff it and all of that. This is lovely.
Yeah, I'd be totally happy with that on Christmas Day. The other thing I really like about this is they do have that rustic artisan look about them. They don't look You know, sometimes if you buy a pie from a supermarket, it looks almost too perfect.
It's mechanically made.
Mechanically made, exactly. So these have got that handmade look to them. So actually, you could kind of pretend you made it yourself.
Yeah.
People do.
I bet they do.
They do with all
I
their
bet
other
they do.
pies.
Yeah.
And it's the same with the pork pie. It looks, you know, quite quirky, and it's the same. It's because they're all hand raised.
And so each and every pie is going to be unique, because I might be leading the pie, or Anna might be leading the pie.
and you'll do it slightly differently.
Absolutely.
What a great start to the show. 803-448. Remember, you're getting the huge 2.5 kilos in total, 1.5 kilo size, which will feed 8 to 10 people of the turkey ham hock and stuffing pie, and then the 1 kilo pork family pie as well. All of that for $28.92 and no money to pay till we send it out to you, week commencing the 15th of December. Right. But do you know what? Already, and we've only just showed them to you very, very briefly at the beginning of the show, our pasties, our Sussex pasties, are already limited stock. I don't think we're even going to see those in the show.
Oh my God.
£17.64 if you want to get hold of them. You get 8 of them. But they're going so incredibly quickly. Just tell us really quickly what a Sussex pasty is specifically, in case there's people who don't know.
Well, it's different to a Cornish pasty because we make it in Sussex.
Yeah.
But it's award-winning because of the ingredients we put in there. So we put in minced steak and then fresh vegetables. So you've got swede, potato, turnip and parsnip.
When you cut into it, you can really smell the freshness. And you can smell all the fresh vegetables. It's absolutely delightful.
Oh,
Hot and cold, that is an absolute winner.
It's a great, quick, easy lunch, isn't it, a Sussex pasty? Because look at it cut open, we see what you mean. But that is limited stock. We're down to our final 10% or less of stock, so we may not, probably won't. Oh, apparently we're definitely not going to be getting to it because the stock's diminishing so quickly, I'm afraid. And there's an award, a British Pie Awards 2014. It won an award as well.
And Great Taste Awards as well.
And Great Taste Awards. So very, very popular out there. I'm sorry if you haven't, if you were thinking of buying that. That's why we showed you everything at the beginning of the show, because we know how quickly things sell out in this show. Right, this pork pie.
This is Brett's love. He's developed this and it's become a real favourite in the kitchens, hasn't it?
It has,
we love
it has. Obviously, it's made with hot water pastry, so it's slightly different to everything else that we make.
Okay.
But
what's a hot water pastry then?
it's made with hot water and lard, basically, and it gives you a real nice flavour.
Okay.
Really, really
and
different.
really crispy outside, isn't it? It's really.
And the pork that we use is all Sussex pork. So you've got the leg and the shoulder, which gives you the 2 different colours there.
So you're getting 2 of them, and these are the full size. We'll show you a full size one in a minute. That's obviously it cut open, but you're getting 2.
Should I just lift it up?
Lift one up so we can see the size, because you're getting 2 1 kilo. That is a 1 kilo
The
pie.
size of my hand.
It is the size of your hand, and you've got a big hand. It is £32.50 for the 2 of them. That's enormous. 803-449. These 2 are being delivered to you week commencing the 15th of December. So again, no money to pay until then. So you get 1 of those in the first item that we showed you. But this is if you just love your pork pies and you just think, I just want pork pies. You're getting 2. A little bit of pickle as you've got here, pickled onions.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Buffet. You know,
Buffet.
just cut them up, leave them on the table, and you can just pickle it all day.
Yeah.
So people come round for drinks, you know, neighbours and friends and family pop round, and isn't it lovely? A really big effort, but actually we've made the effort for you, because trust us, that pork in there is delicious.
It looks incredible. I'm going to have a little bit of pickle with it and see what that's like. But that, I mean, that just is so meaty. And
Excuse
again,
the fingers, but
that's okay.
finger food for me.
It is, yeah.
It has got the old-fashioned gel in it, hasn't it? But we actually make sure we only put a little bit because it's not so popular anymore. But it seals it, so you need it in there.
Some of them have a really thick layer of that jelly, and it's not very nice.
That's why they make it so cheap, because they fill it with the jelly and less of the meat. But as you can see, that is crammed.
Yeah, have a look at that. You can see there's a very, very fine layer of jelly, but you can actually barely see that. So you're not compromising on the amount of meat. There's so much meat in there.
And the seasoning in it is absolutely perfect. You just get that little pepper.
Definitely peppery
taste,
don't
you? It's
oh
lovely.
My goodness. And again, the pastry is so light.
And it's still quite crunchy though, that pastry. It's still quite crispy, isn't it? Even though it's cold.
And you
so
get
that's
that pepper
lovely.
kick just at the end. And we just put just enough seasoning in there, because you can over-season a pork pie. I've had pork pies in the past where they've been really, really peppery.
Or salty sometimes, aren't they?
Yeah.
But we keep that very much down, and people can always add it but you can't take it out.
I know somebody who loves pork pies so much he has an enormous one for a birthday cake every year.
That's a good idea.
It's a really good idea. Just put candles in the top because not everyone likes chocolate and sweet cakes, and they're a bit odd, obviously.
So this could be your Christmas cake.
Yeah, it could be a Christmas cake. It could be a Christmas cake, or it could be a birthday cake. We'll stick a candle in the top. It's quite a fun idea, actually. A huge big pork pie. The Sussex pasties, by the way, have now completely sold out, as we predicted they would. Apologies for that, but don't worry, we've got so much more to show you. So remember, 2 of these incredible, big, 1 kilo sized, as big as Brett's large hand size. Show them again. £32.50 for 2 of those, and that is one whopping great pie. That'll keep you going for a while, and you're getting
heavy.
It's heavy. They are heavy, yeah. And 2 of them, 803449. Remember, 15th of December that week, we'll send them out to you, and there's nothing to pay, of course, until we send them out. So if you want to order a couple of sets, do, if you think you really love your pork pie, because you can freeze. How long can you freeze them for?
6 months.
Yeah.
6 months. Oh, well, you could take them out at Easter even. You can freeze them and take them out for Easter.
And use them for picnics in the springtime.
Yeah.
But if you look, in a lot of pork pies, you get these big fatty sort of lumps that are there. But in ours, it's such a high density of meat that's in there. And that's what, again, that's what we're all about. We're all about quality, so we spend a lot of time making sure that the right quality of pork has gone in there.
And it is important to remember that these are not pies that are sitting around for months. You get your orders here at QVC. You don't start making them until just before you have to send them out to people, do you?
So literally, we don't make anything until the orders come through from QVC.
Yeah.
Then day one, we start making the pies.
Then you start panicking and thinking,
Yeah.
oh, blimey,
We've got to make a lot.
Yeah, we've got to make a lot of pies. And there's only 6 of them making the pies, remember. Now, we are talking sweet, we are talking dessert, we're talking fruit pies. But do you know what? We're also talking selling really, really quickly, because we're down to our final 100 of these. So let me really quickly tell you what we've got. 803288. You're getting 10 individual fruit pies, 2 apple and apricot, 2 peach, 2 apple and blueberry, 2 rum and raisin, and 2 cherry. All of that for £19.50. Imagine these are the little dollop of ice cream, a little blob of cream, a little bit of custard.
Yeah.
Even just on their own, because yet again, these are crammed to the crust with the most delicious fruit. So where do you find your fruit from then? Is it local?
All British. We try to get local wherever possible, but we do go as far as Norfolk to source.
Okay, not that
fruit
far.
fillings.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
No, excellent.
You've got some amazing flavours in here, and they're always my favourite, and we get to them and we usually sell out.
Yeah, we've got fewer than 100 left now. Well, hurry up. Oh no, quick, Brett, quick. We're running out already.
There you go.
We've got queues on the phones again. You just have a little nibble. Let me remind people at home of all the different ways to order again. 0800 50 40 30 is our phone number. But if you've shopped with us before and you have your PIN, you can use Q-Cut. I honestly would recommend that during this show because it's so busy. That has just gone limited stock. Q-Cut is 0800 52 42 32. We've also got the app, and we've got the website. So if you see something you like, you can see how quickly things are going. I don't want you to be disappointed. I want you to share the love and share this food because it's
I know
so
my
good.
friend Boo Boo's actually ordered these pies. She's
Your
waiting.
friend Boo Boo?
Boo Boo. Becky.
Yeah.
We call her
Okay.
Boo Boo. But she's actually waiting to order these pies today, so
I
you
hope
better
you've
get in
done it,
quick.
Boo Boo.
You better get in quick because
She
they're
better get in
going
quick.
very quickly.
What's this one?
This is rum and raisin, and you've got to try it because it's
Sorry.
become
Your
so...
favourite, Brett, was that?
It's
Is that what
become
you're trying to
so popular. It's got great big sultanas in it. It's really juicy.
say? A little kick at the end.
Yeah.
Rum. That's
Yeah.
why you like it. I know you.
And you could have that with custard. Oh, we've put a little bit of cream today, but, you know, all the other flavours in there, the peach, the
The
apple.
kick at the end is just
It is, isn't
amazing.
it? That's what makes it.
They're all really well filled, all of these pies.
But aren't they pretty to look at as well? On a plate.
They taste amazing.
They're so pretty. You've got the little scattering of sugar. You've got that lovely crimped
Let's just cut into another
edge. Yeah, let's see. Let's be a surprise. You know what one this is?
No idea.
Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, it's a pink one. Is that blue? No, what would that be? Peach?
That's cherry.
Cherry.
That's absolutely, that's Morello cherry.
Oh,
and
my
it
goodness.
really is just divine.
Look at
Isn't
that.
it?
So imagine you're
Really
having a
lovely.
dinner party, maybe for 10 people, and you think, well, it's going to take all my time to make the starter and the main course. Let's just buy the dessert. You buy these, you can kind of pretend you made them yourself, and oh my goodness, people are going to be impressed, especially when you can offer them a choice. Well, I've made 5 different flavours here.
Sounds very
Brilliant, isn't
organised,
it?
doesn't it?
Absolutely gorgeous. These also are about to sell out, I'm afraid. I'm just going to really quickly have a little mouthful of this. We do have queues on the phones.
That cherry is, that's actually my favourite, the cherry.
The
The rum and raisins.
rum and
It's
raisin.
lovely.
That's so cherry-y.
But
if
doesn't
that's
it
the
look,
word.
it's so easy to put out as a you know, pudding.
And hot or cold as well.
Yeah.
Because we're having them cold and they're
I
absolutely
prefer
delicious.
them hot.
Do
Yeah,
you?
with a bit of custard.
I don't mind.
Well, I like them cold, but you know, it looks so pretty. You don't really have to make very much effort. But each one is individually handmade, so they all do look like you've made them at home yourself.
They're all ever so slightly wonky, which is a compliment.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that about them. They're not too perfect. You can see
It
that
shows
they've
the
been made.
craftsmanship that goes into actually making a handmade fruit pie.
Absolutely. You can see the way the little lids have been sort of gently
Just laid
put on.
in.
Yeah, I mean, just absolutely wonderful. But they're about to sell out as well, I'm afraid. 803, they are fab. 803 288, your item number on that one. Now, coming up a bit later on, hopefully, because over half the stock of these have already gone from our previews, are the assorted chicken and steak pies. 832 518. Just checking what you're getting. There's £21. Oh my goodness. In this one you get 2 each of 3 different varieties. So you get 2 steak and Stilton, 2 steak and Guinness and 2 chicken and ham. That's 6 fantastic pies for £21. Think about how much you might pay for a gorgeous dinner for 6 people. £21 for your pies. All you need to do is add a few vegetables,
And you're
a
done.
few
Easy.
potatoes.
Absolutely.
It's incredible. So easy. Right, more of us eating in a moment. So we are talking pies, real pies for real pie lovers with the Real Pie Company. Small artisan bakery based in Sussex, just 6 people making up the orders that you, our QVC customers, place. Everything made fresh and sent out to you straight away. And oh my goodness, how popular these pies are. We have got the most incredible collection, but things are going really, really quickly. Now, we're going to look now at sausage rolls, just a real quintessential British favourite. And these are summer-inspired sausage rolls. You're getting 12 of them for £23. So you get 4 pork, leek and sage, 4 pork sweet chilli, which I think is going to be my favourite, and 4 tomato and basil. Now, I've got Brett and Christine from the Real Pie Company here. Let's just, if people are just tuning in and thinking, well, I really like the sound of them, but buying food from the TV sounds a bit weird, let's explain how it works.
Okay, so everything that leaves our kitchens is delivered within 24 hours.
Yeah.
In a white box like this, it's all insulated. You also get a gel ice pack, one on the bottom and one on the top, and that maintains a refrigerated temperature through transit for up to 48 hours.
Right, so if you're not in, if you're at work or something and it has to be left with a neighbour on your doorstep.
Or just behind the bins. Or
yeah, somewhere
Yeah.
safe. Yeah,
absolutely
it's
fine.
going to be fine. You don't have to
Absolutely.
panic and think, oh, it's all going to
No.
be gone off. And so you can obviously then eat them straight away or freeze them for up to 6 months.
Longer.
Or longer.
Really.
But people won't. They're eating.
Yeah, people won't. You're right. People won't. You probably won't even get them near the freezer. You'll just eat them straight away.
And also each one, every single pie is individually wrapped with all the instructions on there, what to do, and all the ingredients on there as well.
Fine.
So if you want to check it out, just look at the pack. So again, like with the different flavoured sausage rolls, you'd know which ones were which. So you might
It's all
have some
very
that are your
clear.
favourites you pull out pretty quickly, and others that you say, well, pop them in the freezer and have them later in the week.
Now look at these sausage rolls. I mean, these are huge. I think one of these would do 2
You've got to
people
pick one of
actually.
these up as
I
well.
want pork sweet. Yeah, let's pick one up. And look at the size of this. I'm going to pick it up. Look at that. I mean, have you ever seen a sausage roll that enormous? Again, and I have long fingers. That's
180
a huge
grams. So
sausage
it is
roll.
quite a big sausage roll,
It's
and it's
enormous.
actually filled, if you look, from one edge to the other.
So we've got filling there, and it's filled right up. I mean, it's just huge
you've
and
got
gorgeous.
British pork in there as well, so you know it's literally Sussex pork, and with 3 different flavours. So 4 of each flavour, and we've got 2 different flavours here for you today. You've got your pork, leek and sage, and your tomato and basil here.
Now we
So
can
you
see,
try them
Brett.
both.
This is how you make them, Brett. This is how you do it in the bakery.
Absolutely. We hand roll all the sausage meats. We then pop it into a pastry, just like so. We then just get a little bit of egg wash on one side of the pastry, roll over,
He makes it look so easy,
Doesn't he? I know, exactly.
and a fork, just me and a fork.
Me and a fork. Wow, and you can see there how much sausage meat is in that.
And a little bit of egg wash and we're ready for baking.
So this is actually what will happen when you place your order. When it comes to sending them out, which is about 10 to 14 days normally with food here at QVC, by the way, just before that, just before they get sent out to you, Brett or one of his 5 colleagues, there's only 6 of you, will actually make them like that by hand and put them in a box and send them to you. So you're not getting something that's been factory made or anything like that. You're getting something made by one of the artisan bakers like Brett.
If you ever came to our kitchens in Crawley, you won't see no machinery. You just got the smells from the cooking of the fillings and people just doing things by hand.
I want to come. I'm going to come. I'm going to pop in one day. When
you come down to the road and you get into the car park and all you can smell is this beautiful baking, warm smell that's coming out. It's absolutely amazing.
Wow, wow, wow. By the way, I have to just say there's also an auto delivery option on this for you. So if you want to get this delivered to you once, go for the option on the screen, 803-286. However, we also have an auto delivery option, which I'll quickly tell you about because I want to try one of these. And the auto delivery option, and we're going to put that on the screen, the auto delivery. It's on the bottom of the screen there, 803-403, and that means you'll get these delivered to you 3 more times, so 4 deliveries in total at 60-day intervals. And Brett, as a little gesture of goodwill and kindness, on your final delivery, you get 3 extra sausage rolls. So you get 4 of each instead of 3 of each. Or you get 5 of each even instead of 4 of each.
That's right.
Yes, that's right. So you get 3 extra, basically, in your final delivery. Now, I'm going to have a quick try. Which one is that?
Well, look, if you look at the colours here, if the camera can pick that up.
Oh,
so this one is obviously got the tomato in it, so it's tomato and basil, so you can see the little...
Scrumptious.
There we go, you can just see the lovely pieces of basil in there and tomato.
Gorgeous.
And then this one has got the, leek and the sage in it.
Wow.
So that's why it's got the little green flecks.
I have to have a quick try. I've been told to
smell,
hurry up.
Wow, the smell of these.
I know.
They are. And all this pastry, this is a light puff pastry that we make ourselves, and it is melt in the mouth. So you can see we wrap that around this filling, but it's really important that QVC customers understand it's the quality and the amount of pork that goes into these sausage rolls. They're not like a supermarket sausage roll.
And
that's why they've got this. This is British, but the amount of pork in there is enormous. So it's really meaty. Whereas when you buy sausage rolls sometimes from the shops, they've got a sort of a smoothie paste inside. Well, that's because it's not really meat. So this is a bit more grainy, and it's lovely.
It's proper, chunky, delicious sausage. You've got pork and sweet chilli, pork, leek and sage, and tomato and basil for each of them, and they are enormous. Right, quick warning for you that the chicken and steak mix pies, that collection, which is meant to be coming up at the end of the show, that is now limited stock. There's several items of the show we're not even going to get to because that is limited stock now. That could sell before we get to it. £21 for 6 of those. Absolutely divine. Limited stock means it is down to its final 10%. And the fruit pies have completely sold out. So you've missed out on the fruit pies. I'm so sorry, but don't panic because you're going to want so many more of our collections here. OK, let's have a little summer surprise, why not? So despite the miserable weather, we're still bringing you summer surprises here at QVC, and this is a wonderful surprise because you've got no P&P to pay. So the price you see on the screen is the price you pay and no more. So this is the 12-piece assorted customer favourites. So I think so many of you are going to want these. You're getting 2 each of 6 different varieties. So let me quickly tell you what they are. 2 steak and Guinness pies, 2 steak and mushroom, 2 chicken and ham, 2 chicken and mushroom, 2 cheese and potato. Oh my goodness. And 2, is it Mediterranean vegetable?
Yeah,
Mediterranean vegetable. So you've actually got 2 veggie options in there with the cheese and potato and the Mediterranean vegetable. So it's not all about the meat eaters here. Look at that. Is that cheese? Is that
well,
cheese?
You see, that's quite special because it is the cheese, potato and onion, but it's crushed new potato. It's different types of onions. So you've got spring onions and leeks and white onions in there. You've got different types of cheeses. So you've got applewood and really strong cheddar.
Oh, I want
And then,
this.
you know, you've literally got this beautiful thin pastry just around the outside.
I need to try that one, I have to say. Now, Brett again is showing us how these are created. So you can really see how you are not just putting a little bit in the bottom, you are overfilling those. You are stuffing them right up, aren't you?
And this is exactly how we do it. You know, that there's no machinery. It's so hard to try to
Well, it's hard
show
to imagine
the viewers.
that, isn't it? You know,
exactly.
For quite a company which actually manages to produce a lot of pies, because we have got such viewers who adore them so much, not to go down the machinery route. You've stuck to that hand making them. That's what makes you special.
That's how we've grown over the last 16 years. It's all because we do it by hand.
Yeah.
We care, we're passionate, and we're really great at making great pies.
And customers can trust us because we've got such a good reputation. We've been with QVC a long time, and they know that it's good quality ingredients and the British ingredients that we put in.
And let me tell you something that if you're a new customer might surprise you. Our 30-day money-back guarantee at QVC also extends to food, which is kind of incredible.
It's weird, isn't it?
It is weird. It's weird. So if you get them home, try a pie. If you think, oh no, I don't like it, I don't think that's going to happen. It's not good. People don't do it. But you can. If you get it home, you don't like it for any reason, you're not happy, you can try this food and you can send it back and get your money back. That is really unheard of in the industry. I mean, that's an incredible. It's incredible.
You can't go to the supermarket.
You cannot go to the supermarket and do that. And that's why, you know, we only use the very, very best suppliers like the Real Pie Company, and we've got that much confidence in them, and we have that much confidence in ourselves that we know you're going to love these products. That's why we totally happily give you that 30-day money-back guarantee on absolutely everything. So you're getting 12 here, remember, with no P&P to pay for $38.64.
It's great selection. So when
Really
they
great
arrive,
selection.
it's a good pack if you want to put some away in the freezer, because you've got so many different varieties, so many different flavours. You've got people in the family that are going to be the steak eaters, and people that are going to be the chicken, and then you're going to have some people that would like the vegetarian option.
So let's cut into
230 grams, and if you listen...
Oh, crisp, a nice crisp
really
noise as you cut through the crust.
And then we open up the pie.
Oh,
and
Christy.
We have got...
chicken and mushroom.
Chicken, well, chicken
I can
and
see
mushroom.
it, because you can see the mushrooms, you can see the chicken.
The pieces of chicken
Huge.
that are absolutely huge. Absolutely
wow.
huge.
Wow, and big pieces of mushroom as well. I mean, that's that's practically a whole mushroom there. Let me get it out. Look, there's a great big piece of mushroom there as well. So we're not talking tiny little slivers and little tiny bits that you can barely tell. We have got that's a great big piece of mushroom that I've just taken out of there as well.
And also, in this pack, you've got 3 award-winning pies. You've got a highly commended Whitbread Brewery Award for the steak and Guinness. You've got a British Pie Award for the chicken and ham, and a British Pie Award for the chicken and mushroom.
What I also like about these is, you know you're getting quality. So if you're, and so many people now are very conscious about what they eat, especially what they feed their children, what they feed their families. If you buy them from, I mean, I'm not, you know, there's obviously great supermarket pies out there, but you don't always know exactly what you're getting. With this, you know you're getting prime British ingredients, you're getting handmade pies.
And we've got full farm-to-fork traceability. So everybody that supplies us, we know exactly where all that meat's come from and its journey in its time. So we can sell this with absolute, security that this is good quality meat, and we know exactly its whole life.
Absolutely delicious. Also, there's the whole practical side of it. If you're in a hurry, if you're a busy work life and you come home and you don't have time always to be cooking from scratch for the family.
There's so many evenings in the week. We all dash home
you just
and
think,
you
I need
just
something
need
quick.
something easier.
And you don't want to be sticking a microwave meal, and you want something that's healthy and tasty
hearty.
and fresh and hearty, especially as we get into the autumn. This is the perfect, because all you need to do is throw some vegetables in, maybe some potatoes, the pie on the plate, and you've got a wonderful, hearty, delicious meal.
So you can eat them hot or cold.
You can eat them cold
So
as well.
you could have
Any
it
of
cold
them.
with a salad in the evening, with and that's lovely and healthy. So
good point.
Either
Also,
way.
remember, this is a summer surprise, so this will not always be free P&P, this collection. So get it now while it's free P&P, nothing else to pay. It would normally be $5.95, so you've got a good saving there at $38.64 for 12. Remember, they are your customer favourites. You've got 2 Mediterranean vegetable, 2 cheese, potato and onion, 2 steak and mushroom, 2 steak and Guinness, 2 chicken and ham, and 2 chicken and mushroom. So an incredible, delicious collection. So the Real Pie Company is in the building. People are just hanging around outside the studio sniffing and waiting for the show to be over.
It's good, isn't
it? The smell is amazing. There's people out there just waiting for the show to be over so they can come in and tidy up. But anyway, let's move on. Now, we've got Brett and Christine here with me, of course. 803290 is what we're looking at next, and this is the Best of British collection. So I think we've got kind of modern British flavours in here. You've got 6 pieces, 6 pies, there you can see them, for £19, plus your P&P. So you've got 2 steak and merlot, 2 chicken and asparagus, and 2 pork and sweet, that's pies, those 2. And then you've got 2 pork and sweet chilli sausage rolls as well. So I actually think this is a really good... If you've never tried the range before, it's a good way to... You can try pies and sausage rolls.
Yeah. If you've never tried veal pie, this is lovely. Not too big a pack, so, you know, you can actually eat the way through that very quickly, even if you're a single person.
Yeah.
Put them in the freezer and then you bring them out a pie a week.
Absolutely. No, exactly. It's a great way to get into the range. So, again, Brett is showing us... What are you making here? Which one is that?
Steak and merlot.
Steak and merlot.
And you can see the chunks of beef.
You can. They're huge. Absolutely enormous.
You need to cut those again to be able to eat them.
Yeah, you would.
And actually that meat is, you know, we keep saying it's British, but it's brisket that we use.
Okay.
And it arrives at our kitchens 98% lean, so our butchers trim it for us. So all the meat, it's cooked long and slow, it's really tender. You get these lovely big chunks, but actually they're really tender and they fall apart. And the lovely thing is there's never any fatty bits in the pies.
There's nothing worse than a mouthful of fat when you're eating a pie. It's
or
horrible.
gristle, you know.
Oh, yeah,
No.
gristle.
No,
Exactly.
not in our pies.
So this is melt in the mouth, falls apart on the knife, and stuffed to the crust, as you can see, that's bulging with meat, that pie. It's not all sinking in the middle because it's half empty. Shall we cut it? We've got a cooked one.
This is a steak and merlot.
All right.
And we've just served it up very simple with mash
baked beans and
beans.
mash.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
my goodness. It's
we're
like
going to go straight in there.
perfect little pub meal at home, this is. If you love that treat of going to the pub maybe on a Saturday lunchtime and having a pie and mash, you can do it at home with one of these. Oh, look at that. Again, look at the size of the chunks in
Wherever
this.
you go in that
Absolutely
pie,
huge.
literally, wherever you open it up, you can take the lid off. There's great big pieces in here that you could look at this.
Oh, my goodness.
More meat in here
Huge
than
amounts
you'd get
of
in
meat.
half a dozen pies that you buy at the shops.
We've had a question, actually. It's a very good question, which we should have addressed. Obviously, we've talked about the fact you can freeze these for months if you want to. When you come to cook them, can you cook them from frozen, or do you need to defrost first?
We always recommend that you put them in the fridge
Okay.
and let them defrost, because they are so dense, there is so much meat in them. To try and cook them from frozen, you'd be baking them for ages.
Okay.
So we say the best thing to do is put them in the fridge, let them defrost so they're temperature controlled, and then put them back through the oven and just follow the heating instructions. But if just this meat, if you just look, it's just
Divine, you know.
falling apart.
Well, I took quite a big mouthful there
Quite hot.
because I'm greedy. And actually, because it's so incredibly tender, it just melted
That's
in my
right.
mouth practically. It's just beautiful.
In fact, you know, I'm cutting it and it's falling off the fork.
And the reason why it melts in your mouth is because the beef is cooked on a low temperature for a very long time. So we don't even rush the process. It's all about cooking the meat for the right temperature, for the right time to get that tenderness that you're talking about right now.
I know they all come with reheating instructions and so on, but roughly how long would it take to reheat one of these pies then?
It'll take about 25 minutes,
Yeah,
that's
so-
all. And there's 2 types of pastry on these pies as well.
Okay.
So you've got a short crust pastry on the bottom, and then you've got a light puff on the top. So
Feel
it's
free.
really light.
Chef is hungry.
Yeah, but if you put puff on the bottom,
Yeah.
we'll tell you our secret, it actually goes soggy.
Oh, you don't
So
want a
we
soggy
put-
bottom,
you don't.
as Mary Berry would say.
That's right, that's our secret. It's a short crust base and this light puff on the top.
So you never have a soggy bottom.
Never.
Never,
Always
never, never.
crispy. Always crispy.
Excellent, that's what we want. OK, 803290 for your 6-piece Best of British tasting pack for £19. 2 steak and merlot, 2 chicken and asparagus, great big chunks, I've seen that one, great big chunks of asparagus, and 2 pork and sweet chilli sausage rolls, as well as your 2 pies. So that's a really, as you had 4 pies indeed, so that's a really, really good collection that maybe if you've never tried the range before. OK, now we're moving on to the Summer Family Sharer, but it doesn't have to be just for summer. You can keep it for Christmas, you can take it out in a few months' time, you can eat it whenever you like. It's just a good selection. 803287. So this is £22.86. You get a pork, bacon and parsley family size pie. You get a chicken and asparagus family pie, 2 pork and pickle sausage rolls, which I can't wait to try, and 2 pork and apricot sausage rolls. So again, a fabulous collection. Look at it, you get so
And
much,
actually,
isn't it?
3 of those flavours are unique for QVC.
Right,
So
okay.
The chicken and asparagus pie, we don't sell that to anybody else. It's made specifically for QVC customers. The pork and apricot sausage roll and the pork and pickle sausage roll.
Wow.
So those are all things that we've developed specially for QVC.
Now, can we see how big the family pies are? Because you're getting a pork, bacon and parsley and a chicken and asparagus. And this is how big
When we say
your
family,
pie
it's
is.
670 grams, so it's
enough
Probably
to-
4 people.
4 people.
I'd say 4 people on that. Look at that.
But I could quite easily eat half. And I'm
I
standing
was
right
gonna
here
say,
thinking,
I was
I'm
going
gonna
to
eat
say,
that.
I thought you were going to say I could quite easily eat it all, but my husband,
I'm up for a
could
challenge.
probably- But look at that. Should we cut into that?
if you cut it into 4
Okay.
and you served it with
I'm gonna do
vegetables
that
and
now.
potatoes, it would easily serve 4 people.
Yeah.
If you just fancy a pie night and you don't really want very
Oh,
much
wow.
with it,
Hang
just
on.
some veg.
Look
Look
at
at
that. Look at that. That's chicken and look at the pieces of asparagus.
All
And
fresh.
Fresh
Look how big
asparagus,
they are.
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, wow, look at the size of those lumps of chicken. It's just massive, isn't it? That looks incredible.
So
I
that
can
is a
smell
great
the
pie.
freshness of that asparagus.
And the sauce it's in
Yeah.
is just a very light sauce. Sometimes you get this heavy, claggy sort of gravy in a chicken pie. That's really light. It is quite summery, actually. But the asparagus gives the sauce a lovely flavour in there.
It has a real freshness.
That's huge. It's, you know, that's honestly so typical of the pieces of meat in our pies.
You've probably got
absolutely
3 or 4 chicken breasts in that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They probably
and
have.
you know, no hassle. You haven't got to make it.
Yeah.
You just take it out the wrapper, put it in the oven.
Yeah.
25 minutes, 35 minutes later, it's crispy. It's ready to go, and your family are going to sit down and absolutely devour it.
What a quick and
Devour it.
easy way to create a delicious hot meal for the family. If you're one of the over 12,000 new customers that have joined QVC this month, maybe you're thinking, ooh, buying food from the telly, that's unusual. Yes, it is, but it really, really works. You've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. It all comes to you, as we've said, chilled and ready to eat or ready to freeze. And there's so many different ways to order. So you've got 0800 50 40 30. You've got the website, qvcuk.com. You've got our app, which you can download as well if you have a smartphone or a tablet. We've got QCut, which is an automated ordering service as well, which you can use once you've shopped with us once and you've got your PIN. And of course, instantly, even though you're a brand new customer, you can access Easy Pays when we have them. That's interest-free credit, which we have on some items. You don't have to be a long-term customer to take advantage of that. You instantly get the 30-day money-back guarantee. So welcome if you're one of those thousands of new customers, and try buying food off the telly. Maybe you've never done it before, but honestly, you have nothing to lose. We've only got 150 of these left.
This is a lovely pack, though, because it's such an easy family
I've
pack.
literally just taken the filling out of the pastry.
Look at it all.
Bearing in mind we've just eaten some.
Yeah.
It's grand.
It is crammed.
Absolutely
I don't know
crammed.
why you sound surprised. You probably made that. But it is. It's absolutely... Look at how much meat there is there. I mean, as you say, several chicken breasts you can
And
imagine there.
a lovely amount of asparagus,
Yeah,
fresh
loads.
asparagus just dotted in there. So you're not trying to find the asparagus. There's actually plenty to go around. It's very evenly distributed in the pie. But again, it's all British. And this beautiful handmade pastry encasing it all. It's to
And
die
you can
for.
tell that that is fresh. You know, we've got a
yeah.
saying in our kitchens, fresh is best.
Yeah.
And you can smell the freshness and you
can.
can taste the freshness.
So this was only made yesterday.
Wow.
You know, literally just freshly baked yesterday, and here it is, and we're enjoying it. It's gone.
Brett's taken it away. So remember, not only are you getting that fabulous family-sized chicken and asparagus that Brett's now going to eat all of, I think.
Yeah, thanks,
you also
Brett.
get a pork, bacon and parsley pie, the same size as that. And you get 2 pork and pickles. Where are they? The pork and pickle sausage rolls. And then 2 pork and apricot sausage rolls as well. So it's a fantastic collection for £22.86 plus P&P. 6 pieces there. And of course, you can freeze them if you want to, or just keep them. If you didn't want to freeze them, but you wanted to keep them for a few days in the fridge, how long?
So they arrive with a
Yeah.
minimum of 5-day shelf life.
Okay.
So you can put them straight in the fridge
Yeah.
or have some for dinner that evening, or, as we say, freeze them for up to 6 months. But
Yeah.
you won't get
But
your
5
chance.
days in the fridge if you don't want to eat them straight
Yeah.
away.
Exactly.
So that's brilliant as well, isn't it? Really good. Right, 803287, your item number for that. However, just need to quickly warn you about something that we were supposed to be seeing in the show. Looks like we won't be, actually. Well, we're going to talk about it really, really quickly. 832518 for the 6 assorted chicken and steak pies. We have fewer than 20. 20 left, and that's it.
I was going to make a Stilton pie.
Oh no, we haven't got time.
Gotta be
So listen,
busy.
let's quickly tell you what you get in this collection. If you want to snap up one of the 20 final pieces we've got available, you get 2 steak and Stilton, you get 2 steak and Guinness, and 2 chicken and ham pies. 832518, just 20 left. £21 is your price. Go on, quickly, we've got a minute. Let's quickly show us how you can make a pie. So this is, which one is this? Steak and Stilton?
This will be steak and Stilton.
Oh, yum.
So you've got your filling.
Yeah.
Excuse my fingers, but I am rushing.
No, that's fine. Or the
Yes.
Stilton.
We sprinkle the Stilton on top.
That's a lot. Good, that's amazing.
But that Stilton will melt into the gravy
Oh, yummy.
to give you that nice gravy flavour.
Looks amazing.
And again, that
Try and
pie
get my
is
lids apart.
delicious, hot or cold. A cold steak and Stilton pie actually really is quite lovely.
That's even quite a nice thing to eat near Christmas as well, isn't it? Stilton's a very Christmassy
It is,
cheese.
it
That would
is.
be an amazing Christmas Eve, maybe, if
Or
you
do you
can bear
know-
to keep it that long.
I think most people have a night in the week when they have a takeaway night.
Yeah,
And
always,
instead of
yeah.
having a takeaway night, it's quite
Have a
nice
pie.
sometimes to have a pie night.
It's a really good idea. A pie night. Oh, I like the sound of a pie
Friday night is pie night in the
Oh, is
house.
it? You see, it's usually takeaway night in my house, but I could quite happily turn that into pie night if I had a steak and
Did I make a
Stilton.
pie in a minute?
You did make a pie in less than a minute. Very impressive. There you go. It's sold out as well.
Oh,
There we go.
perfect timing.
Perfect timing. Well done. Sorry about that. That has also sold out. So many sellouts in the show. Very, very busy out there. Right, okay, we're moving on to... What are we moving on to? Oh, the flavoured chicken pies. Now, we weren't even really supposed to see these, but because we've had so many sellouts, we're having to squeeze these in just to fill the time to the end of the show, actually. So, this is the assorted... no, it's not. It's the chicken-flavoured
chicken
pie. It's
flavoured.
assorted chicken pie. So, you've got 2 each of 4 different varieties here. So, chicken and white wine tarragon, is that
So
right?
it's smoked bacon and tarragon.
Oh,
chicken smoked bacon and
Oh,
tarragon.
it's chicken smoked bacon and tarragon.
Which is
Yum.
really lovely.
Okay, what else?
2 chicken and leek, 2 chicken and mushroom, and 2 chicken and ham.
Oh, my goodness.
So there's
Right, so if you
8
love your chicken...
pie. Oh, but do you know what? A lot of people prefer steak to chicken, but once you taste one of our chicken pies, you're absolutely converted. There's huge, lovely pieces of chicken breast, only breast in every single pie that we make.
Wow.
Are you noticing that I'm just hovering around?
I am
now?
noticing. I'm noticing that, Brett. Yes,
Yeah,
I might
you
just have to stand this way to
I'll run round the
block
front.
him.
Fight him, because I was going to have some of this.
Yeah, I'll
Will
fight
you
him.
take my fork? There you go.
Right, now take a look at this one.
So this is chicken
Whoa.
and ham. So it's gammon ham that we use. And again, it's, you know, only breast of chicken. It's all British
Look.
chicken and
Oh, my
Sussex
goodness.
gammon.
Do you know what? We've only got 50 of these left now, for goodness sake.
Look at that bit there.
How are we going to
Just
fill the
try
end of
that.
the show
It's
if
got
we're
my
going to
name
sell out
on
of
it.
everything? Goodness
You can
me.
see the whiteness of the chicken.
Yeah.
That's because it is chicken breast. A lot of other pie companies use chicken thigh, which is slightly greyer in colour. That's because it's closer to the bone, whereas we think the white one, it looks best, it tastes best, and it's just absolutely delicious.
I know when my children were growing up, we always had pie night every week. And favourite was, you know, a chicken pie. And it was only ever chicken breast that I put in that. And that's the way that we've kept it at the Real Pie Company. It's just chicken breast because breast is best.
Breast is best in so many ways.
Well, you're gonna
you
tuck
just
into
eat
that
your
one,
big
so
pie,
I'm just
that's
gonna-
fine. This chicken and ham combination is a real classic as well, isn't it? I mean, it's just, they work so well together. And that pastry is so light and so delicious. No soggy bottom.
No, but the you know, on other pies that you buy, quite often you do get a great big thick pastry base or a thick lid on the top, and we try and roll it really thin and really fine.
It's no more than 3 mil thick.
Really?
Yep. Little pie fact.
And then that lovely sauce in there,
Yeah.
beautifully seasoned. Absolutely
Gorgeous.
incredible, isn't it? You can always add seasoning,
But you
can't take it out.
Yeah.
So it's very lightly seasoned, but it is perfect for me.
I wouldn't add anything to that. It's amazing.
So great on its own cold, with salad, or, you know, get your vegetables, be healthy, put some nice vegetables, some asparagus, or anything like that. There's so many things around at the moment that you can just add to it with a little bit of mashed potato.
And
Easy meal.
autumn's coming, and it's a perfect time for a pie. You know,
it's
get the
so
family round.
warming.
It's a family meal. You know, enjoy it.
Absolutely. When the kids come in from school and they're freezing cold, and
Yeah,
in a couple of
warm 'em
months'
up.
time, you want to warm them up with some good hearty food. Saturday lunch when the kids maybe are out playing football and
Do you
so
know,
on in the
Saturday
morning.
lunch, we all go out
Perfect.
shopping, don't we?
Yeah.
Saturday
Sausage
morning,
roll.
come home.
Pasty.
Yeah,
Quick and
absolutely
easy and delicious. We've got 20 remaining of these now as well. So busy out there on the phones. Remember the app, remember the website, quick ways to order, 26.64. Remind you again of the flavours you get in there. So the
it's
chicken,
2 chicken and ham,
Yep.
2 chicken and mushroom, 2 chicken and leek, 2 chicken, smoked bacon and tarragon.
absolutely divine. 802-462. Remember, they do come to you chilled in a box. They will sit in that box for how long did you say again?
They can sit in the box for up to 48
If
hours.
they have to, yes.
Yeah.
If you happen to
But
be out at work or something.
do deliver within 24 hours of leaving our kitchen, so you're getting it as fresh as absolutely possible. Fresher than buying in the supermarket.
Absolutely
Freshly
beautiful. They are now limited stock, so be super, super quick on the phones if you want to get hold of those. Let me give you a quick reminder of our summer surprise. Over 200 of you snapping this up, no P&P to pay. This is the 12-piece assorted customer favourites. So you get 2 steak and Guinness, 2 steak and mushroom, 2 chicken and ham, 2 chicken and mushroom, 2 cheese and potato and onion, and 2 Mediterranean vegetables. So some pies in there for those who don't eat meat as well. All of that for $38.64 and no P&P.
P&P.
Good.
That
Bargain.
really does bring it down, doesn't it?